Lesson 4, Cultural Insert. Welcome to this cultural insert, and today we are joined by Marita Draai from Potchefstroom. Welcome, Marita.
Hi, Tian. Great to be with you.
It's such a privilege. We're in this beautiful coffee shop. It's your coffee shop, in fact. And today we are talking about the fact that you speak fluent Setswana.
Yes, what a blessing.
And I have a few questions. I'm very curious to know, where did you pick up this language? So, do you at all remember a day of not speaking Setswana? Did you grow up with the language, or?
Yes, Tian, we lived on a farm and we were far away from town. And my best friends, and in a way my only friends, were the people on the farm.
Okay.
Setswana changed my life.
Really?
Wherever I go in shops, I've got so many friends.
That's amazing.
And the blessing of all this is that it opened doors to new cultures, to new people. And I will always think that this is one of the biggest gifts I ever had.
I, for one, would love to be at a point where I can meet someone on the street or in the shops and just speak with them in their native tongue, in Setswana.
Yes, that's so great. Whenever I go, for instance, when I go into Checkers, my son that cannot speak Setswana, just say, "Hi, Mom, you're a celeb here."
I can just imagine that. Now, Mpo and I were speaking about the ko, the kwa, and the mo. What I'd like to know, Marita, is your take on these three words. A lot of the times, in languages, it's hard to translate some words back and forth. And a lot of the times, it's very common that one word could mean two or three things in any given language. So, let's say, for instance, I say, ke tsela kwa, which means I live in. But I'd love for you to correct me if I'm wrong, Marita. This actually means, directly translated, I live there. The kwa being there. Is that correct?
Yes, Tian, you are correct, but I would like to explain kwa to you.
Okay.
When you hear the people speaking, you will hear that they emphasize the kwa. They will, for instance, say, "Ke tsela kwa Potchefstroom."
Okay.
And you know that kwa, it gives you the feeling of they are telling you, "I live there, far away in
Okay.
Potchefstroom."
All right. Normally, with the tone of voice would indicate that this word actually means there.
Yeah, that
Okay.
is correct.
Okay.
And Tian, you know, it is so important to listen how they use the words, because that will make it easier for you.
Okay. So once again, if I were to live in Potchefstroom, which we do at this stage, I would say, "Ke tsela mo Potchefstroom."
100%.
Okay.
You are living right in this town.
Okay.
And Tian, I want to tell you something about Bela Bela. You
okay.
know, we were used to the old name that we said Warmbad in Afrikaans.
That's right. I'm familiar with that.
And I love the word because literally it means to boil. So you could also say Ke dula kwa Bela Bela.
All right. Which means I live there in Warmbad.
That's right.
Okay. Well, that's very interesting. So literally translated, dula.
Dula literally means to sit.
Oh, okay. And also, bela bela means boiling.
Yes,
Is that right?
excellent. That's such a nice
Wow.
word.
Marita, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Tian.
And we'll see you next week. Gofitlela nako e etlang.